Hi, everybody.
Hello,
Hey there. It's Mike B.
Infinite Jess.
from Vinyl Dreams Records here in the Lower Haight.
How's
And
everyone doing today?
how's everyone doing? We're here for Revive the Night, and we're stoked to be a part of the stream. We wanted to say hello. We're going
Hello.
to play some music for you that we have for sale in the shop and talk about it a little bit. But we also want to give you some background on Vinyl Dreams and let you know what's been going on over here for the last 8 months.
God, it's been 8 months.
Yeah, so clearly we're here to support the benefit, Revive the Night, for all of our local nightclubs that are in our scene over here. And we're grateful to have been asked to be a part of that as a record store. We're not really a nightclub venue necessarily, but we do throw regular shows in order to support the records that we sell. And we do feel like we're a hub for the community. So I'm very grateful for all organizers of Revive the Night that they asked us to participate. So thank you guys, and thanks for having us.
Thank you.
So Vinyl Dreams 2020 has been an uphill battle. We were kind of coming out of 2019, which was like our best year yet. And we were actually on track to do better until March hit and we had to close. And we actually have been closed the entire time, even though the mayor of San Francisco has allowed us to reopen with limitations. I personally haven't really felt comfortable doing that. And to be honest, like having to pivot from a physical shop where most of our sales happen to an online shop where most of our sales happen has been really difficult, and the store kind of isn't ready for shopping. So we're here to kind of just spread the word that Vinyl Dreams is still here. We're alive. We're still here in the Lower Haight. We're still selling records online, and we have new stock all the time. That's the one thing that I've been able to do thanks to the government's assistance is pay the rent and keep us here and in new records at least every week or every couple weeks. But yeah, we're a dance music focused record store if you've never heard of us, and we sell 12-inch singles, house music, techno, disco, down-tempo and Balearic music. Basically anything that's sort of in my personal wheelhouse, I guess, as the one of the founders. And it's been like a labor of love for sure. We're in our we're in our 8th year now. Wow, we had a birthday and it kind of came and went.
It's just one of those years, man, where you just don't even know what time it is. You don't know how old you are.
Oh, for real.
But we are 8 years old, man. We made it that far.
We're almost at 8, which is crazy. But yeah, it has just been an uphill battle this year. I mean, I'm sure everybody, we could go on and on about it, but we're all in the same boat. And, going from our best year ever to doing 40-50% of our regular sales and having to do it online, which frankly is kind of a nightmare, has been a difficult pivot, as they say in the industry. If I ever say pivot again, I want somebody to slap me if I said it so many times this year.
Roger that. I got you.
But the interesting thing this year is that there has been no stretch of where no music has come out. It's just been a constant stream of killer tunes, and keeping up with it has sort of been part of our challenge, because man, they ain't stopping making records, and people aren't stopping making music.
I mean, when you're stuck in the studio, what else are you going to do? You can't go anywhere.
Exactly. It seems to have been very beneficial, including for a lot of our local pals and friends, who have had records come out this year. So we're treading water. We're trying to stay afloat until we can open the doors and have all you lovely people in here again and throw a big kick-ass party and enjoy ourselves like we used to. I mean, the number one thing that I hear from people is, oh, I wish I could just come down to Vinyl Dreams and hang out, and I wish we could, puff a bowl and have a drink and play some tunes. And I'm like, yeah, I miss that too.
That opening in-store is going to be lit.
It's going to be crazy.
I want all light fixtures to be broken. And that couch is waiting for all of y'all.
It's going to be nuts. It's going to be wild. And we're definitely going to pull out all the stops whenever that is. Hopefully soon. There's so much like wood to knock on in here. I'm going to knock on all of it. But let's hope and pray that that next year we can see a vaccine and get back to some semblance of normal as far as our culture and our scene and this record store is concerned. So, this is essentially sending out to all our friends and family who run the local nightclub scene, nightlife scene, whether you're a bar back or a DJ or you work the lights or you own the venue, like everyone has been affected, and so much of our clientele works in that industry, and when it evaporated, our clientele kind of evaporated along with it. So I also want to thank everyone that has supported us throughout all this. A lot of people have been lucky enough to not be so affected by the pandemic, and so they've had some money to buy records and have chosen to spend it with us. So thank you so much. You're really keeping us
Thank you.
Literally alive.
Thank you.
Without that, I really don't know what we'd have done. So, we keep bringing in records and you keep buying it, and that's what's keeping us going. So we've chosen a little selection of some of the things that have come in over the past 7 months that we really like and that we want to play for you and talk about. We do a little show on Fault Radio, and big ups to Fault Radio. I know Dora's in his little hidey hole back there at the controls. Big ups to Fault Radio for giving us the opportunity to host a show where records are the focus and the music is the focus. It's not really a DJ live stream or anything like that. And that show is called Vinily. We do it once a month, and you should go to faultradio.com or .org. .com. faultradio.com to check out previous episodes of that. And like I said, we do it the first Friday of every month, so you should look out for that. And also, the Revive the Night folks are making merch that's going to benefit all of the venues, including Vinyl Dreams, who are involved in the benefit. So please look out for that merch and pick up a T-shirt or something similar to sort of commemorate this and give us a little bit of a leg up, because everybody needs it right now. And if you can help, and if the club scene and the local dance music community has helped you out at some point, it's time to give a little bit back and help us stay here so that we can serve you when this is all back to normal.
We got a lot of love to give to the nightclub scene.
I mean, that's
part of that ecosystem that's here.
Yeah, that's why we're here, because we love this music and we love listening to it on big sound systems in dark nightclubs, because that's the culture. That's what we love.
Absolutely.
And without it, it's kind of heartbreaking to think that there wouldn't be anything like that. So, let's hope that everyone can stay where they are and get out of this thing quickly.
Additionally, if you like recommendations, we have daily recommendations on our social media accounts. Please follow us on Instagram, like us on Facebook. Every day we're posting what we just feel like posting from our website. So be sure to check us out there.
Yeah, and Jess is in charge of that, so she's always picking the freshest little fruits to tell you about as they come in, and it's very up to date as new stuff comes in. She's always boosting the signal of these great items that we have come through, and they're usually in limited stock, so you do have to kind of act swiftly if you want to get what you want. So with all of that said, I think we should dive into some music now.
Yes.
And for the next hour or so, hour and 40 minutes. And we're going to talk about some tunes. The first thing we're going to play is off of the Magic Wand label, which is a kind of a secret sub-label of a famous Balearic music, down-tempo, chill-out label, who will go unnamed because I don't know if they really like the explicit connection between the two labels. And these are typically just DJ fire if you like down-tempo music. They're always some kind of like secret weapon kind of vibes on these things. So let's get to it and play a track. We're gonna hear. What are we gonna hear? We're gonna hear Edith and the Kingpin remake with Sweet Tooth coming at you at Vinyl Dreams. Here it comes.
That was Edith and the Kingpin remake with Sweet Tooth off of Magic Wand. Real sweet Balearic vibes right there. Cute little whip crack just to keep you awake if you need that. I don't think you do. Clearly, we were dancing in the booth for that. And next up, another Magic Wand. That's gonna be.
Yeah, we really dig this label, and like I said, the catalog is just littered with DJ secret weapons. And you really don't know. These are usually like various artist comps, so it's always a mystery as to like who's actually made these edits and where they come from. Some of them are really obvious. Like one of the early ones has a great edit of Simon and Garfunkel, Mrs. Robinson, which is like amazing. Like if you ever, you really have no idea what's possible when you hear something like that. You're like, whoa, I had no idea. But they're always really great. And the what's the track on this?
It's All Night Soca.
All Night Soca. And these edits are by Mindfair.
Yeah.
So like this is like a special series that they've done where all 4 edits are by the same artist. Mindfair is a UK artist who used to be in the group Bizarre Inc. with Andy Meacham from the Emperor Machine, who we're going to play a track from later. And they had like top 5 hits in the UK with I'm Gonna Get You, I'm Gonna Get You, Baby.
I'm gonna get you.
Big tune. And so like it's really interesting to see the continuum over, you know, a 30-year span where some of these people are still involved in the music and the culture, and they're still making really interesting music, in this case, really interesting edits. So without further ado, here's a Mindfair edit, and I think you'll be digging this. Let's check it out.
our disco here at Vinyl Dreams.
That got me going. I don't know about you. We're both kind of rugged here for real. Wow. So that's Mind Fair on the Magic Wand Special Editions Volume 4. What a great tune. I'm not sure what the original is, but that's great. Good stuff. Chat for a minute while I put this on.
Yeah, sure. So another thing that we want to just put out is that Vinylee's archive is also on our Fault Radio. So you should definitely go check that out at faultradio.com. Every single one of the stuff that Mike features is available online for purchase, including everything that we're showing you here. Of course, we made that clear at the beginning of the show, but just a quick reminder, never to definitely to do that. But yeah, I think we're gonna pull it back a bit this time around with this track.
Yeah, this is a little bit more on a chill tip. Definitely is taking me to sort of the vacations that I missed this year. Sadly, and I cry about it every day, all the amazing trips I was supposed to go on this year.
Shout out to a shop friend who's currently stuck in one of those vacation places.
Oh, yeah.
Totally drew the lottery there for
Oh,
COVID.
man. Yeah, he really, I'm jealous. I'm not going to lie. Every time I see his social media and I'm like, wow, 8 months later, you still haven't left? Wow, okay, that's pretty amazing. So yeah, we're gonna play a new record now. This is an Edits label, and I'm gonna massacre the pronunciation on this, I'm sure, but I'm gonna guess it's Bel Pace or Bel Paese.
But you're Italian, Mike.
Bel Paese, right?
There you go.
That's it.
With the hands.
You gotta have the hands. Bel Paese. So this is an edit label that kind of unearths obscure Italo disco and a lot of Eastern European disco and pop music, and makes it a little more groovy and palatable for a modern dance floor. And some of the tracks are a little more chilled out and more for the beach or poolside vibes, and that's the track I've chosen here. These don't come with track lists, so I don't have an artist or a track name for you.
It's a white label with the stamp.
It's a white label with a stamp. That's all you get, as you can see by the record. But yeah, again, we mentioned this earlier, but all of these are in stock at vinyldreamssf.com, which is our website. That's basically where we operate nowadays. So if you want to buy anything, it's all up on the website. We do local pickup at the gate, so if you want to order something, come down and pick it up. In San Francisco, we also do deliveries, so you can have your records, your order delivered to you anywhere in the 7x7.
Through USPS?
Yeah, and otherwise we'll ship it to you anywhere in the country. Media mail is really cheap. And we're really blessed. Thank goodness for the United States Postal Service. I want to send my thanks to them throughout all this, because without them, we would be really screwed.
It's Christmas season coming up. Don't give them cookies. Give them money if you can.
Yeah, for real.
Or give them the best damn cookies. I know all y'all are becoming bakers during COVID. I see your Instagrams. Give them your good stuff.
Yeah. Give them money. I know I'm tipping all of my delivery guys hard this year for the holidays, because they have just been working overtime, especially my UPS guy and my USPS guy. I love them to death. And again, without them, we'd be screwed. I know that in a lot of other countries right now, the Postal Service is kind of becoming more expensive to ship out and domestically, and it's making international commerce a pain.
Shout out Brexit.
Yeah, shout out Brexit. Thanks a lot.
Thanks, man.
But luckily for us here in the States, it's still pretty crazy cheap to ship records across the country. So thank goodness for that. And no matter where you are in the States, we'll happily send you something. So back to the music. Bel Paese, white label jammy. This is a little chill out, so put your feet up. I think you're going to dig this. Check it out. little jam that takes me straight to the beach. All the beaches that I missed this year. To all the beaches I've loved. Oh, hey, there we go.
Sorry.
Can you take that for me?
Yeah.
That's like a little adjust there. Okay, so we just heard from that Bel Paese edit label. I'm not sure who or what that track is, but it's so nice, singing about beautiful Milano. Wish I could be there as well. Let me hand you that. And coming up, we're going to play another pretty classic Italian disco track, this time covered by the Chaplin Band, Il Veliero. Famous tune. Who's the original artist?
Oh, God. Luca. It starts with Luca. I could look it.
We'll figure that out. But this is a very well-known track. And this version is also pretty well-known. This got reissued recently on the Italian Groovin label. One sec. You want to grab that? I got it. I'm just going to get to it. It's so good. It's the Chaplin Band with El Veliero, an amazing, beautiful tune. I'm going to get straight to it now.
That was Luca Battisti with Il Valerio. The Chaplin Band, original by Luca Battisti. We had just finished discussing that. We're here at Vinyl Dreams. The deliveries keep coming. The work never stops. Never, ever. And that's good. We like to keep busy here. We also really, really love that track, as you could tell from all the dancing around. Coming up next, we have Razor and Tape. Now, Razor and Tape is a shop favorite. We love that label. We love those dudes. J. Criv, Aaron Day, shout out. How y'all doing? Hope you're doing well. Great.
Yeah, hi. Sorry. Get that queued up real quick.
You got this.
Yeah, Razor and Tape. Those are our boys in New York. What up, you guys? We've been supporting them pretty much since the beginning of the label. And we've had both of them into the shop to do in-stores together and separately. And I love both those dudes. They're super great guys. So big ups Razor and Tape crew.
Always really fun when they get through.
Yeah, and they've got the cream of the world's disco crop on their doorstep. They can pretty much get edits from whoever they like, and there's been some amazing ones over the years. This one in particular is from a newer producer and DJ from LA who goes by the name Dino Socio. And hey, there's Gonzo outside.
Shout out Gonzo.
Big ups to Gonzo.
New daddy. New daddy in the hood.
Yeah, the benefits of the lower hate is you see the fam go by all day long. So Dino Socio is an LA DJ and producer who's been working on tracks and throwing parties down there on the disco tip for a while. And I don't know if this might be his first on Razor and Tape.
I haven't seen any others.
Yeah, I don't think there's another one, but this record is great. All of the tracks are interesting. There's no kind of your rote disco tracks like another version of X, Y, and Z.
I will never forget the summer of I Want Your Love. I was so upset at that. We all know Todd Terje won.
Yeah, for real.
Close second, Kazan.
Yeah, I mean, that Todd Terje edit of "I Want Your Love" is pretty much the definitive. But we're in a world where it seems like everything is up for grabs and game to be re-edited again and again and again and again. And it is refreshing to find someone who kind of sidesteps that and goes for a more obscure track that maybe you haven't heard and is able to highlight the elements of it that make it interesting in 2020 as opposed to 1982 or whatever when it was made. So yeah, we've got the Dino Socio edits here on Razor and Tape, as you can see on the label. And again, I love the slow tempo, so we're going to bring it down a little bit and get to it. Let's check this out.
That was Razor and Tape and Dino Socio. And up next, we're continuing on with our Razor and Tape tip with Devin Dare. I have no idea who this dude is, but I just peeped in some of the tracks that are on this one, and it's hot. It's hot. Speaking of which, we're heating it up a bit. We're pumping it up a bit. We're gonna enjoy this. Here's some Devin Dare. This is the inner track.
Yeah, I mean, don't get it twisted. Like, we do this for us, like, first and foremost.
Absolutely.
Because if it's not fun, like, why bother, right? And so, most of the time, the selections are based on, do we want to hear this right now? And then the secondary is, can we sell it? Like, is it in stock?
I mean, that's why you come to us, though.
Right, exactly.
Because we absolutely love to hear this music.
It's all about the music first and foremost, and that's that. Like you said, that's why you like us, right?
We have our own flavor.
That's right. All right, so we're going to kick it up a little bit in a notch here with this Devin Dare on Razor and Tape. Big ups our Razor and Tape buddies. We love you guys, and we miss you.
We love you.
Here it comes.
That was your Vinyl Dreams Disco Minute with Razor and Tape and Devin Dare. Some tasteful lasers happening there. Tasteful Lasers. I still don't see a label called Tasteful Lasers. Throwing that gem out there to you. If you want to start a label, it's COVID, you got time. Tasteful Lasers. Challenged. Coming up next, some Red Laser. Carrying on that English tradition of English Italo.
Yes, they call it, it's from Manchester, and they call it Manktalo.
Manktalo.
But yeah, this is a Manchester-based label called Red Laser. It's been around for a hot minute, and you might know the sleeves with the collage of super sick 80s Italo designs on the front. And this is an album by Kid Machine, which is a regular artist on that label called Magico. Check this cover out.
Got some wizards on
pretty
there.
wild, wizardy, sorcery stuff. And boy, this record is super synth heavy and super in your face, like full on new Italo jams. So
It's even got lore to it. It's about a wizard. It's about his magic. Each track is more or less about the story of this wizard.
there you go. So this is this one track is called SDM, the B1 on the Double Pack album, and we're gonna play it now. Kid Machine. Check it out.
keeping us on our toes there, that was Kid Machine on Red Label with Mágico. Red Laser. Red Laser. Coming up next, we got Tusk Wax. Funny little label that we absolutely love in this shop. Big ups, Tusk Wax. Tusk Wax. This one in particular is called O Cavaggio, another Italian flavor.
Yeah, we love Tusk Wax, and one of our favorite labels. They're up to 32 releases now, and they have like 5 sub-labels.
You got Porn Wax,
Horn Wax, and then Trance Wax, 90s Wax, which is like somebody else's label now, I think. I don't know. But yeah, big ups to our man in the UK that runs Tusk Wax, who has been to the shop. Great guy. And great label, and this is their latest release. It's by Anthony Miovi, who he said is living in Cleveland now. I believe he's from the UK originally. And
little chicks.
Yeah,
Cleveland.
He's done this album called O Caravaggio, and it's limited to 500 copies on kind of a white label with a stamp. Great record. I've already had this in and sold it out. It's still relatively new, and we just restocked it, so we wanted to include it in the show today.
And more bang for your buck. It's got 2 records.
Yeah,
it's a double LP.
Which you rarely see from Tusk Wax, first of all. They're usually singles, but it's nice to have a full-length album on the label, and I love that they kept to the aesthetic. There's no color sleeve. There's no info. It's just a stamp, a number, and it'll list how many out of 500 copies. And that's it. That's all you get.
I mean, you want the clear road to my heart. Just put like a white label, a stamp, and just like some cryptic message on like the lining part. Maybe put in like one of those, what's it called when the loops?
Oh, a locked groove.
A locked groove.
Yes. That'll get you. That'll get you.
I'm going to just leave it on.
Hey, if you want to sell records to Jess, she just told you the secrets. So.
There you go. Assignment.
There you go. All right, let's check this out from Anthony Miovi on Tusk Wax. Here it is.
was ethereal, pumping, straight out of Tuswax, Anthony Maiovi with O Caravaggio. Checked out that stamp, it's got Medusa on the back, got Tusquack in the front, and coming up next, another stamped little gem. It's got a big old kiss by Puss, that is the name of the white label. And I believe it's edits by JG, a nice little 10-inch. You want some variety in your records. You don't just want a bunch of 12 inches. You want some 7 inches. You want some 10s. You want to have everything in between. A good range, I think, is the key to a good collection.
I mean, I think if you collect records, you end up having like a pretty wide format variety. and I'm old enough that, like, you know, I have 7s, I have 10s, I have like 3-inch CDs, I have mini discs, you know?
Oh my God, the mini disc. I have mini disc mixtapes that I went, because my dad was like an early ass adopter. Got a bunch of like anime mini discs full of themes.
Totally. So, you know, if you get to be of a certain age and you've been around long enough collecting music, and especially through the 80s, 90s, 2000s, you tend to have like a ridiculous amount of formats. Like I have flexi discs that I got off of magazines. I have all kinds of crazy, weird, especially the 3-inch CDs that are like the WTF of the CD world. You get these and you're like, what's the point? Like, who came up with this? You know, they're like this big. They're so easily losable. Just so strange. They really don't fit in your collection at all. But yeah.
I mean, Japanese manufacturers, man. Like, what are you gonna do? That was like really popular at that time. I still remember seeing the collectors like covers for it.
I mean, K-singles. You know, who remembers K-singles? You know, who owns a bunch of K-singles? Yeah, you know it. So anyway, back to the topic at hand. This is on the Puss label. My P's are popping with the Puss, and this is like related to the producer Honey, HNNY, I believe. Mm-hmm. Whose the first couple releases were generally like R&B remixes for the dance floor. Yeah. And this is no exception. And the artist is JG, which I believe stands for Joe Goddard from Hot Chip, whose signature is actually on the wall over there. Because we had Hot Chip in the store very early on. I remember Converse did a series of shows here in the city that were like, you had to go online and like apply for the tickets. They were free, but they sold out really quickly. The shows were all at Slim's, and they did one with Hot Chip. And a friend of mine was like, hey, I'm with a film crew and we need a location to shoot an interview with Hot Chip. Can I bring them in? And I was like, yeah, sure. Next thing I know, 3 members of Hot Chip are in the store with a camera crew, and I end up spending the afternoon with them. Of course, those guys are so sweet, every last one of them. Like, every member of that band is so nice. And they've been very nice to Vinyl Dreams and to us personally. So I want to shout out Joe Goddard. I want to shout out the rest of Hot Chip. We love you guys. And we hope you're weathering the storm along with the rest of us. So big ups.
If you ever feel bored enough to just like go through the Vinyl Dreams IG and just like scroll, go way back, you'll find a picture of like bare walls and Hot Chip digging through like what was two sets of like wooden crates over here. Very early days. Good times.
Yeah, it's hard to believe there was a time when there really wasn't much in the store. And now it's like we've so run out of space, but this is what we got. And I frankly don't want to be in any other place than this place. It's got so many vibes, and it's got record store vibes going back 20 years, and it's in the Lower Haight. We have this little underground spot where you can like kind of looky-loo at everyone walking by all day. Like, it's the best. So, back to the Puss. This is a stamped 10-inch by JG, a.k.a. Joe Goddard. I think you're going to dig this, and it comes out hot out the gate, so I'm going to press play. Here we go.
When I say I'm in love, you best believe I'm in love, L-U-V. When I say I'm in love, you best believe I'm in love, L-U-V. Love L-U-V. When I say I'm in love, you best believe I'm in love, L-U-V. best believe I'm in love, L-U-V. Love, L-U-V. When I say I'm in love, you best believe I'm in love, L-U-V. When I say I'm in love, you best believe I'm in love, L-U-V. Love, L-U-V. When I say I'm in love, you best believe I'm in love, L-U-V. When I say I'm in love, you best believe I'm in love, L-U-V. Love, L-U-V. When I say I'm in love, you best believe I'm in love, L-U-V. When I say I'm in love, you best believe I'm in love, L-U-V. Love, L-U-V. When I say I'm in love, you best believe I'm in love, L-U-V. When I say I'm in love, you best believe I'm in love, L-U-V. Love, L-U-V. When I say I'm in love, you best believe I'm in love, L-U-V. When I say I'm in love, you best believe I'm in love, L-U-V. Love, L-U-V. When I say I'm in love, you best believe I'm in love, L-U-V. When I say I'm in love, you best believe I'm in love, L-U-V. Love, L-U-V. When I say I'm in love, you best believe I'm in love, L-U-V. When I say I'm in love, you best believe I'm in love, L-U-V.
Mega DFA vibes coming out of JG on Puss. grab that 10-inch. Possible clogging of vocals, maybe Nancy Wang. It just sounds like, I don't know. We don't know. We're totally spreading rumors, which is also what we do well here at Vinyl Dreams. We love to just start rumors and spread them. A lot of them have no basis in fact. And should be completely taken with a grain of salt. But do not take this with a grain of salt. That was sick. You should get it. You should definitely get it. White Labels to the rescue. And of course, part of that, not knowing who the vocal was by, that cute little hook from New York Dolls. It was a New York track.
Yeah, boy, is that great. It's one of those things where we hadn't heard it in a minute, and it sounded so good. But we're going to hold off until some of you decide if you want to buy it, which you can do that at vinyldreamssf.com, which is our website. That record is for sale on our website now. And if you go in the chat somewhere during the broadcast, there should be links posted to all of the records that we're playing today, so that you can just click that link, go to the record on our website, and grab it if you like. And again, I want to reiterate that we do local pickup here at the gate. If you want to place an order, you can come down and grab it. We actually do delivery as well. So if you want to have a record delivered to you anywhere in the 7x7 of San Francisco, we will bring it to you.
Sorry.
Yeah, sorry. The bridge, it's just a bridge too far, if you know what I mean. But yeah, vinyldreamssf.com, vinyldreamssf.com, vinyldreamssf.com is the website. That is our storefront right now. That is the only place that we are selling records. It is keeping us alive. So as much as we love donations, which we do, we'd love it more if you would buy some records from us. Give records as a gift. You can buy a gift card on the website, even if you're not into records yourself. And we have so much good stock right now and stuff on the way. If you were watching the show earlier, we had a delivery come through. There might be another one before the show's over.
You get to see us in action, man.
Yeah, seriously. Like, there's always something going on around here. So go to a website, check out the selection. I personally am pretty proud that I've been able to continue the flow of new and good tunes during this stupid time. So there's killer stuff there, folks. And if you need a hand, if you need some advice or encouragement, recommendations, please give us a direct message on any of our social media. We'll be happy to help pick out some records for you. That is our job. Find good music for you that you're going to like.
And we love doing that.
We really do. It's like part and parcel of owning a record store. So vinyldreamssf.com. Go check it out. Coming up now is a record that's been out for a minute, and it's actually been out since the early 90s. This is a sort of reissue package of 4 tracks by the artist Sandoz, which A, has a fantastic LSD reference, and B, is a pseudonym for Richard H. Kirk from Cabaret Voltaire. He has a bunch of different pseudonyms that he uses. Sandoz is the one that's kind of African percussion meets dub bass lines and bleep synthesizers. So this stuff was hot in the 90s. It's hot now. I feel like it sounds better than ever these days.
Timeless.
It really does sound timeless to me. It doesn't sound dated. It just sounds of the moment because it's so funky. And this track is called, I just saw it a second ago, Chocolate Machine, which is amazing. And we're going to put this up on the... Here, let me grab it right now so you can see what we're talking about.
I mean, Richard H. Kirk is just one of those artists that you could just spend an entire day. Like, what are you doing when you're not doing anything? When you're at home just listening to music, right? Yeah, that's what
Truly.
you do. And this is just one of those records you definitely just put on and get lost in.
It's bomb. And if you like ambient music, this guy was killing it in the 90s. He has another pseudonym called Electronic Eye. All of the Electronic Eye records are amazing. Really inspiring music. Is just one of those people that there really isn't any throwaway filler. Like, it's all good, and he is a master at what he does. If you're a Cabaret Voltaire fan, I don't know why you wouldn't like any of this. It may not be like industrial music, but boy, is it good. And to me, like, that syncopated percussion plus dub plus synths is like irresistible.
Who doesn't like a good range?
Yeah, I mean, it really is interesting to me that he has like 10 different pseudonyms and has released records under all of them, and each one seems to have sort of a different agenda or perspective. So yeah, Richard H. Kirk as Sandoz Chocolate Machine. This is on the Second Circle label, which is a sub-label of Music from Memory. Shout out to our friends from Music from Memory in Holland.
Whoop, whoop.
Yeah, big time. And thank you for unearthing this and giving it a fresh audience. And they actually have, Music from Memory has a new compilation coming out that is all 90s ambient and like IDM, ambient techno.
You want to
music.
get on that.
Yeah, and there is at least one Richard Kirk track on there. But go check his whole catalog out. It's stunning. And this is going to convince you right here. Chocolate Machine. Here it comes. Whoa, check it out.
Thievery Corporation, who? For real, that was Sandoz, aka that was also known as Richard H. Kirk on Second Circle, sister slash sub-label, the Music from Memory. Very good favorite. Also, look at that cover. That's one thing I like about Second Circle is like they all have really cool, almost like flowy covers. If you get everything on their label, it all matches, which is really cool to have in your collection. Just that little variety. I love it.
Yeah, design uniformity is kind of amazing when it's done right, and I think they're really doing it right. It doesn't look like a cereal box or something packaged like a product, but every artwork is kind of unique to its release, but then the fonts that they use all have a similar design sense, and it always comes out looking interesting.
Absolutely.
Yeah, and Second Circle, again, is the label. Fantastic label. Every release is great. We try to stock them as much as possible, and we do have a bunch of titles in stock now, including that Sandoz record, so go check that out.
Head over to vinyldreamssf.com. In
vinyldreamssf.com.
the search bar, just put in Second Circle, and it will just appear like magic.
Boosh!
Right there, all in front of you. Coming up next,
we're kicking it up another notch with a new release from Sneaker Social Club. They are a UK-based label that has been exploring the quote-unquote hardcore continuum, say post-Belgian hardcore music, but with drum and bass beats, early jungle, that sort of thing, you know.
Massive.
Rave. Full-on rave. The artist here, Denim Audio. This is a new release. We just got it in the last few weeks, and I know this is going to sell out quick, so you want to head to vinyldreamssf.com and snap this up. Here comes the hardcore. I'm going to let it rip in 2 seconds. Here we go.
Shake it up. Let's go. Rave.
Wicked! Let's hear some noise in the place, man! Hold on! Behalf of all the Mannix crew and all the Reinforced record label, as you see them, we like to thank Head Promotions, Mr. Simon back there, for bringing us down here in the head running things, man! Whistle crew, we are here! Let's hear some noise for 1992! Later! Alright, she's alright, rolling.
Wow, somebody scream. I hope you were screaming through that. We were having a lot of fun with that one, man. Bring back the smart bar. Bring back all those cute little goodies. Pump us full of vitamins so we can keep going all night, but don't make us smell like fish.
Vitamins.
That's what we tell them. Coming up next
is one of our favorites from the last couple of years, Rosa Terenzi from Australia.
Yeah.
She's so great, and she has an album or double pack release that came out.
Modern Bliss.
Modern Bliss. Here, let me put this up on.
It's on Planet Euphoric.
On the card, so you can check it out. This is going to be our last track. We're already at the end. Don't forget vinyldreamssf.com. We'll remind you at the end of this, but we're going to get into this so we can have a chat at the end.
Hell yeah, let's go.
Are you ready?
We're ready.
Rosa Terenzi. Boosh. Oh, yeah. Boy, she is so sick.
Rosa Terenzi
Wow.
on Planet Euphoric.
Planet Euphoric, yeah.
Euphoric.
Yeah. Boy, that's great. That's on her Modern Bliss LP that came out earlier in the year. We still have plenty of copies of that.
Don't
And
sleep, though.
Boy, is it good. Especially if you're into the Sandoz record we had earlier. There's a lot of more chill tracks on that. But that electro banger is just chef's kiss, as they say these days.
And it gets spicier as the tracks go on. It gets ravier.
We love it. We love it.
Absolutely.
Well, we're at the end of the show. Thank you so much for watching and joining the Revive the Night benefit broadcast. Please go buy some Revive the Night merch and donate to the cause. Money's going to be split between all of the venues, including Vinyl Dreams. And if you like the records you've heard, there should be links in the chat next to the broadcast where you should be able to just go directly to the product and pick it up. I want to say thanks to everyone from the Revive the Night crew involved for helping us and inviting us to be a part of this.
Thank you so much.
Yes, all the volunteers, including Dor from Fault Radio, who volunteered his time to help out with this whole thing. And we're really grateful for all of you, all of our community who've come forward to help us out, either with support, donations, buying records, however you like. We thank you for that, for keeping us afloat, and you're the reason why we're still here.
Also, be sure to grab some Revive the Night merch. That's going
Yeah.
to be definitely coming out. Follow us on Instagram and like us on Facebook. That way you can always keep up with all the cute shit that we're getting in, which is a lot.
Yeah, and I mean, social media kind of is the only way to keep track of what we're doing now, which we're constantly trying to get around because, boy, does that suck. But
Yes.
like EMB, Mark Zuckerberg, please go away. But yeah, we that's a great way to see what's happening at Vinyl Dreams, what new stuff is coming in. It's the way.
Also, this holiday season is upon us. You know what's really good at social distancing? Gift cards.
Yes,
Grab a gift card for a good loved one. Make them start a collection.
that's right.
Add to their collection.
There's a gift card tab on the website where you can just go and purchase from there. And again, if you need recommendations, if you want help finding things, if you have any questions, please don't hesitate to reach out to us on any of our social media platforms. Now that they're kind of all the same thing, doesn't really matter which one.
You'll get at us. Don't worry.
Thanks, Mark Zuckerberg. It gets real confusing. But yeah, we had a great time doing this today. And if you liked what you saw now, like I said earlier, we do this once a month, the first Friday of every month, on faultradio.com called Vinily, where I host a show where I talk about the latest records that we love that have come in. And it's a little bit more up to date than what we did today, which was more of like a stuff we've loved from the last 6 months or so. But it's a lot of fun, and we're trying all kinds of new little gags and bits as we go along. So do stay tuned to see what we're going to come up with next, because we've really enjoyed it, and it's been a great way to communicate and stay in contact with all of you out there who we know miss the store so much. And
We miss you, man.
Yeah, we do miss you. We miss hanging out. So until we can do that, this is one way to get around it. So yeah, Infinite Jess, thank you so much for joining me today.
This was a lot of fun.
Yeah, I'm Mike B. This is Vinyl Dreams. Big ups, Dor from Fault Radio.
Revive the Night.
Revive the Night. Coming up next, I don't know, but stay tuned.
Absolutely. Signing off.
Peace.